day one, if you get in there, try to find some of the spaces that are most interesting to you. Make sure you subscribe to those spaces and get the updates the way that you want them. Have all of those sorted out from your notifications perspective. You want to make sure that you're actually interacting with the community itself. So if you have ideas for how we can make that community stronger, there's always the feedback, there's ideas portal as part of it too. You'll be able to ask all of those questions there and give suggestions too.
First, look through what all the different groups are, because there is a multitude of groups in there, and each of the groups has their own specialties. Find 1, 2, 3 that you really like, something that really is interesting to you, and look at what the current conversations are. It's a community. I thought the most amazing thing was here I provided an answer and the next person was helping out, the next person was helping out. Next thing you know, you've got 5, 10, 20 people having a conversation. You've never met these people before, and you're making connections and making lasting impressions.
Reading in depth what's already there. So you don't duplicate questions, you don't come to the party and say, well, here are my problems, and find that those problems have been discussed 55 times before.
My advice for getting started really is just look around, explore, soak it up, like the things that you like, find the areas that you want to like. There is no pressure to contribute. It really is. It's about you, it's about your knowledge, it's about your learning. Once you're ready, take that step, ask that question, post that reply, and just take the journey from there. No one's going to be looking to say, hey, they've only replied like once a year or something, or posted. It's the value you're getting out of it, which is the really important thing.
If there's something about, say, Skype for Business, that's not really my area of expertise, so I won't subscribe to that. But if it's something about SharePoint Online, anything related to SharePoint Online, I tend to subscribe to.
You will find people there either on your same journey, doing exactly what you do, or people who've already done what you do and you can get help from them. And then when you get to know your product more and your company's journey with it, then you can help people in turn.
Have a bit of a read, so step back and be something of a conversation voyeur. Read through, and there might be something that you feel that you can interject and say, I've got something I could say here, because what you do have to say, whether it be technical tips, business experience, use cases, it's all going to be valuable. So what you have to say will count. So get involved is probably one of my biggest tips.
I've really learned the simple power of liking things. And then when I make a poster, I make a reply. And I've been able to help somebody else out to see that somebody has just done that one little mouse click of a like, has really felt good and has really done a lot to confirm for me that after this short while, I have some expertise to share, and that's really been nice.
I would just say, just surf. I mean, I remember surfing through the community and just tapping into different people. It's one of those things that you really just have to go outside and just connect. I mean, that's what the community is there for. And then just ask questions, just start talking, start sharing, and share a lot of information, share things that have worked for you and your company as well. Other people will really like to hear that.
The fact that you can share what you learn in that community back with the people in your own networks who are not part of the community yet, because it is open, you can share a link to that conversation and they can see the answer to their question that they asked you. I get a lot of questions on Yammer, for example. If I can't answer the question myself, I will ask the community, and where the question gets answered, I can take a link to that conversation and put it in my own network, and people can see their answer right there in front of them.
When you're starting out, the first thing to do is have a look around the community and find the groups and the spaces you're really interested in. Make sure you follow those, like them, and get involved in some of the conversations there. Take the time to introduce yourself to people, learn more about topics that are interested in, and you'll realize too, as you join the community, you've actually got expertise you can share on topics. Answer a few questions, join conversations, and pretty quickly you'll find the community welcomes you and takes you forward.